foster carer who accused her local council of mistreatment is considering returning to the job after bosses admitted it made mistakes. Claire O'Sullivan from Bletchley came forward after a number of concerns were raised with the fostering service at Milton Keynes Council. Now, in documents seen by the BBC, reporters concluded that there were failings in management. Ms. Yumi Bakshi reports.
It's been very quiet. I've been a bit lost, if I'm really honest.
This is Claire O'Sullivan, a foster carer with no foster children to care for.
I went into fostering because I lost my mum and dad within 3 years of each other, and I felt totally lost, and as though nobody was going to ever love me for who I was again. And so I thought, if I was feeling totally lost, how on earth would children feel that were removed from their families for whatever reason?
So this was a personal vocation?
Yeah.
Claire quit after accusing Milton Keynes Council of emotional bullying, one of a number to do so. Now the council admits it should have done better. You said you were emotionally bullied. That's a strong phrase to use. Do you still feel that now that the council has upheld many of your complaints?
Yes, I do. I think at times I felt very supported by our family support worker, but there seemed to be, the bullying seemed to almost come from the children's social care team.
Could it be that actually one person got something wrong and a chain of events then ensued? Or do you believe that actually the council deliberately made your life difficult?
I think there's been times where it was deliberately made difficult. Not very often, but just there has been times. But again, it's a real shame for those children, isn't it? It's really hard as a foster carer to say that there is a problem because you are worried about losing your job. I think they actually need a foster carer that is not afraid to stand up and say, this is what's going on and how do we fix it.
Judging from what you said, it doesn't sound like you saw this as a job, that it was something more personal to you.
Absolutely. It's something that I've tried to step away from, but it's just not possible. I'm just going to keep trying until, fingers crossed, hopefully I'll get back into it.
You've got love to give.
Lots.
Well, Milton Keynes City Council said today they've been working to improve the fostering service and are making progress to address management failures. The authority's head of corporate parenting also apologised to carers and children involved in the service. She was speaking to our political correspondent, Ben Schofield.
We're apologising to all our carers. I think that's really important that we say sorry for what we've done. And the reason for that is that we recognise that there were shortfalls in the system, and the fostering service was not giving the right service to what we wanted. So yeah, it's really important that we get that message across.
And some of those carers who contacted us described how they felt they were mistreated or intimidated, once that they were emotionally bullied. How much do you accept that has been going on in the fostering service?
I mean, if people feel like that, we have to acknowledge that was a shortfall from whatever staff are dealing with that, and I'm confident that we've addressed that. Now we've put in a policy to, if anyone has any of those kind of concerns, they can come to us, we can sort it out, we can talk about it, and we can kind of work it through. But that's absolutely not the culture that we're trying to create here at Milton Keynes Council.
How far do you accept that the management failures made a difficult and sensitive job, that of a foster carer, more difficult to do?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was, we perhaps took our eye off the ball, and we weren't thinking about what was the impact here. But also, I think our lines of communication were failing and we weren't getting the right feedback. So we put that right. I've offered to meet my foster carers on a weekly basis, so people can come and talk to us if they want to give me a call once a week or whatever, or I can go to the support group that we offer. So we're kind of opening up that level of communication because they're really doing the job and their expertise, so they need to feed back and then help us improve the service, and that's what we're trying to get to.
And of course, foster carers are looking after the most vulnerable children within Milton Keynes, within our societies. Have they been let down by these failures?
I think it impacts on everybody, so even our children, and as corporate parents, which we're all responsible for, so every member of the council, officers, members, etc., we've all been concerned about this, and so we're all taking responsibility, and that's really important. And we want to ensure that our children have the best care possible, because that's really important to us, so that we can see them through into adulthood and beyond, because that's our responsibility.
And in that case, does your apology extend
To our children, yeah, of course, and our partner agencies and everybody that we've been working with.
Sharon, thank you very much.
Let's go for